Shadows stretch long across the broken lands, as the sun bleeds crimson through a fractured sky. From jagged peaks and scarred plains, pilgrims ascend toward the Sky Citadel, a monument of dread. Small-scaled dragons beat weary wings, their eyes reflecting the colossal, looming fortress above them. Mutant humanoids, their forms twisted by rift energy, shuffle forward, their gazes fixed on the heavens. Fear is a palpable scent in the thin, cold air, mingling with the reverence of the desperate man. They carry meager offerings, hoping to appease the goddess who rules this shattered, unforgiving realm. One ancient human elder, cloaked in tattered furs, clutches a gleaming, crystalline energy shard tightly. Her weathered face shows a mixture of profound awe and deep-seated terror etched by countless horrors. The citadel itself seems carved from obsidian storm clouds, bristling with jagged spires reaching ever higher. Thunder rumbles distantly, a percussion to the silent, arduous climb of the countless, fearful They pass through colossal gates, guarded by hulking, armored drakes, their scales like ancient, tarnished bronze. Within the vast, echoing courtyards, the air crackles with an unseen, overwhelming power that presses down. High above, atop the central spire, Tiamat unfurls her titanic form, a terrifying, divine silhouette. Her 5 serpentine heads, each distinct and fearsome, surveyed the trembling throng with chilling indifference. Her colossal body, a tapestry of shimmering scales, seems to absorb the last, dying light of the day. A low, guttural hum emanates from her, a sound that resonates deep within the bones of every living creature. The air grows heavy, charged with the immense, primal magic that defines her very existence in this realm. One by one, the supplicants approach a massive, obsidian altar, their offerings placed with trembling hands. Relics of forgotten worlds, strangely beautiful yet dark, gleam faintly under the oppressive, watchful gaze. Crude, hand-forged weapons, imbued with desperate hope, are laid before her unblinking, reptilian eyes. The elder places her energy shard, its faint pulse a desperate plea for continued, fleeting protection. Tiamat's central head lowers slightly, a silent acknowledgement of the desperate tribute laid before her. A captured Riftspawn, still squirming with unnatural energy, is dragged forward, its cries unheard. Its multi-limbed body writhes, glowing with sickly green light, a testament to the dangers of the broken world. One of Tiamat's heads, the one wreathed in frost, exhales a chilling mist, engulfing the struggling creature. The Riftspawn freezes instantly, its glowing form encased in a tomb of bitter, silent, crystalline ice. Another head, burning with volcanic fire, melts the ice, consuming the creature in a searing, emerald blaze. The offering is complete, a demonstration of power and an acceptance of the desperate, fearful allegiance. A ripple of relief, mingled with renewed terror, passes through the gathered, kneeling masses below her. Tiamat's gaze sweeps across the landscape, past her subjects, toward something far more significant now. High above the citadel, suspended amidst swirling, bruised clouds, a colossal rift heart pulses vibrantly. It glows with an ethereal, unstable light, a beacon of raw, untamed reality-bending power, waiting. The heart is a jagged, crystalline orb, scarred with iridescent veins that shift with unknown energies. Its presence distorts the very air around it, making the distant stars seem to shimmer unnaturally. This is her true prize, the ultimate source of dominion in these shattered, chaotic realms now fused. She extends her massive, clawed forelimb, a gesture of command, toward the hovering, radiant anomaly. The air crackles, anticipation building, as her immense will focuses on the swirling nexus of creation. Her 5 heads slowly begin to align, a ritualistic movement of immense, ancient, divine intent. Each head, representing a primal element, now faces the rift heart with unwavering, focused intensity. The firehead glows with an inner, incandescent fury, its scales pulsing with molten, fiery light. The icehead shimmers with an arctic brilliance, frost crystals forming around its sharp, menacing jaws. The lightning head sparks with chaotic azure energy, small bolts dancing between its pointed horns, The acid head drips with corrosive emerald venom, sizzling faintly against the ancient stone spire. The final head, wreathed in shadow, seems to absorb all light, a void of silent, potent, raw darkness. A low, resonant growl vibrates from deep within Tiamat's chest, signaling the commencement of her grand design. From the firehead, a torrent of pure, unyielding flame erupts, a searing column toward the heart. Simultaneously, a blast of absolute zero ice streams from the frosthead, a brilliant, freezing counterpoint. Arcing lightning bolts, thick as ancient trees, lash out from the third head, striking the heart's core. A corrosive, emerald spray of potent acid showers forth from the fourth head, dissolving reality itself. Finally, from the shadow head, a swirling vortex of pure, consuming darkness engulfs the glowing artifact. These elemental streams, raw and unbridled, converge upon the rift heart with precise, calculated force. The heart shudders, responding to the immense, focused assault, its internal light flaring dramatically. Energy ripples outward, a wave of distorted reality that causes the very air to hum with strange vibrations. Tiamat holds her posture, immense power flowing from her very being, a conduit for raw, cosmic manipulation. Her eyes, slitted and ancient, burn with a fierce, unwavering determination, fixed on the shimmering heart. The ground beneath her shudders, unable to contain the sheer magnitude of the energies being unleashed. Now, she pushes harder, pouring more of her divine essence into the ritual, seeking ultimate, boundless control. The heart begins to hum and sync with her growl, a deep, resonant tone that vibrates through the entire realm. Its jagged edges soften, then reform, shifting subtly, mirroring the contours of her immense, divine will. A faint, ethereal glow now extends from the heart, connecting directly to Tiamat's scaled, colossal form. She feels the immense power surge, a torrent of pure, unadulterated reality. Bending within her grasp, her consciousness expands, reaching out, sensing the fabric of space and time around the pulsing heart. A distant pack of Riftspawn, drawn by the energy, approaches the citadel, their forms indistinct in the gloom. They are swift, their alien movements unsettling, a growing threat in the fractured, twilight landscape. Tiamat observes them, a flicker of cold interest in her ancient eyes, recognizing a perfect, living test. She focuses her will, a silent command directed through the newly forged link with the rift heart now. A strange shimmer ripples through the air between her and the advancing, grotesque Riftspawn creatures. The creatures suddenly slow, their unnatural movements dragging, as if caught in thick, unseen molasses. Their multi-jointed limbs struggle, their glowing eyes wide with confusion, trapped in an altered moment. Time itself bends to her will, a temporary, localized distortion, a testament to her growing, immense power. The Riftspawn snarl, but their roars are elongated, drawn-out groans, echoing in the strange, slow reality. Tiamat watches, a cruel satisfaction in her gaze, assessing the efficacy of her temporal manipulation now. The effect is precise, contained within a specific radius, demonstrating her meticulous, strategic control. She releases the temporal grip, and the Riftspawn surge forward once more, enraged by the sudden, strange halt. Next, Tiamat turns her attention to the swirling, tempestuous storm clouds that shroud her lofty citadel. She directs a subtle, yet potent, surge of energy from the rift heart into the roiling, dark mass. The atmospheric currents hesitate, then solidify their ethereal forms, gaining sudden, tangible mass now. A portion of the storm cloud, Onsabaporus, becomes a colossal, dark, unyielding platform in the sky. Its surface, though dark and amorphous, appears firm enough to bear immense, crushing weight and power. Tiamat tests it, shifting her immense weight, one of her scaled feet pressing down on the solidified vapor. The cloud holds, unyielding, a testament to the heart's ability to bend the very laws of physical existence. A triumphant gleam flickers in her ancient eyes. The heart truly listens, truly bends to her divine will. She paces along the cloud platform, her massive form casting an even larger, more imposing shadow below. The power flowing from the heart feels like an extension of her own immense, inherent, cosmic might. She revels in this newfound connection, this potent conduit to reshape the fractured reality around her. The heart pulses brighter, its rhythmic glow mirroring the beating of a colossal, cosmic, silent drum. Its crystalline faucets now hum with a deep, resonant energy, perfectly attuned to Tiamat's dominant presence. The control feels absolute, a symphony of power where she is the conductor, shaping the fractured world. Her scales shimmer with reflected light, a goddess truly ascending to an even higher, more terrible throne. The wind whips around her, carrying the scent of ozone and ancient earth, an ode to her burgeoning reign. She plans her next experiment, a grander demonstration, pushing the heart's boundaries even further now. Her thoughts drift to the vast, broken landscapes, ripe for her dominion, awaiting her divine touch. The rift heart spins gently above, a crown jewel in her dark, nascent, cosmic empire's growing power. A sudden, jarring tremor vibrates through the solidified cloud, catching her divine attention sharply. A discordant hum echoes from the heart, a subtle shift in its rhythm, a warning sign from the nexus. Tiamat's head snapped toward the distant plains, her ancient eyes narrowing with cold, calculating precision. A new wave of Riftspawn emerges from the swirling mists, their numbers far greater than before now. They move with an eerie, disturbing synchronization, like puppets controlled by a single, unseen master. Their glowing, multifaceted eyes fixate on the Sky Citadel, and more importantly, on the pulsing rift heart. These are not mere foragers. This is a coordinated, deliberate, overwhelming assault on her dominion. Their grotesque bodies, a chaotic fusion of bone and chitin, shimmer with malevolent, dark energy now. Some possess razor-sharp wings, tearing through the bruised sky with unsettling, rhythmic beats. Others, massive and lumbering, shake the very earth with their thunderous, relentless, determined advance. They scale the jagged cliffs with unnatural agility, their claws scraping against the ancient, dark stone. The low growl of the Overmind, though unheard, directs their every twisted, coordinated, violent action. Tiamat's initial amusement fades, replaced by a fierce, ancient, righteous fury at this bold intrusion. Her control over the heart wavers momentarily, the unexpected threat demanding her immediate, full attention. The Riftspawn surge forward, a tide of alien horror, their guttural shrieks piercing the heavy, storm-laden air. They are too close, their numbers too vast for simple, casual dismissal. This requires a goddess's full might. Tiamat lets out a deafening roar, a sound that shakes the very foundations of her obsidian Sky Citadel. The solidified cloud platform beneath her feet cracks, unable to entirely contain her sudden, raw, immense power. Her 5 heads move with terrifying speed, each assessing the oncoming threat, formulating a deadly response. 2 of her heads, the Frost and Shadow, maintain a steady, unwavering focus on the pulsating rift heart. Their elemental streams, now a constant flow, keep the heart attuned to her will, preventing its chaotic relapse. The other 3 heads, Fire, Lightning, and Acid, prepare for immediate, devastating, multi-elemental combat. From the fire head, a blazing torrent erupts, scorching the vanguard of the climbing, grotesque Riftspawn horde. The creatures shriek, their alien flesh sizzling, some disintegrating into ash before even reaching the walls. The lightning head unleashes a blinding, destructive volley of bolts, crackling through the dark, stormy sky. These bolts strike the winged Riftspawn, sending them plummeting, broken and smoking, to the jagged earth below. The acid head spews forth a deluge of corrosive, emerald bile, melting pathways into the encroaching swarm. Stone and chitin alike dissolve under its potent touch, leaving smoking, noxious craters in their wake now. The rift heart pulses violently, amplifying her elemental output, making her attacks even more devastatingly powerful. A surge of raw energy courses through Tiamat, invigorating her, yet also pushing her divine limits severely. She feels a faint, burning feedback from the heart, a warning that such immense power comes at a personal cost. Her ancient scales, usually impervious, prickle with an unfamiliar, sharp, internal, searing pain now. Still, the goddess presses on, her fury outweighing the discomfort, her control unwavering despite the strain. The Riftspawn are relentless, their numbers seemingly endless, emerging from the rifts like a parasitic plague. Their grotesque forms glow with sickly, otherworldly light, a testament to their unnatural, chaotic origins. They climb over their fallen brethren, a living wave of horror, driven by the Overmind's silent, unified will. Tiamat's firehead unleashes another inferno, a sweeping arc of destruction that incinerates dozens at once. The air shimmers with heat, the stench of burning alien flesh filling the dark, oppressive atmosphere now. Her lightning head conjures a storm of crackling energy, a blinding display of raw, electrical, divine power. Forked bolts dance across the citadel walls, striking down any Riftspawn that dare to touch her sacred, dark stone. The acid head targets the larger, more resilient Riftspawn, dissolving their thick carapaces with focused precision. Their horrifying screeches echo, a symphony of pain and dissolution. As their forms melt into caustic puddles, the rift heart throbs with increased intensity, its light oscillating between brilliant white and ominous violet. The feedback intensifies, a sharp, searing sensation that courses through Tiamat's colossal, divine body. Now, a faint, ethereal crack appears on one of her scales, a testament to the immense strain of wielding such power. Yet, her resolve hardens. She will not yield her newfound dominion to these grotesque, parasitic invaders now. The frosthead, still focused on the heart, sends a chilling wave through the air, slowing some attackers slightly. The shadowhead, a void of pure darkness, drains the light from the battlefield, disorienting the advancing swarm. The coordinated Riftspawn momentarily falter, their unnatural rhythm broken by the multi-pronged, divine assault now. But the Overmind pushes them, a silent command, urging them forward, a relentless, unthinking, alien will. More winged horrors descend from the storm clouds, their shadow blotting out the already dim, fractured sky. Their shrill cries fill the air, a cacophony of alien intent, driving the ground forces to new, desperate heights. Tiamat's fury reaches a crescendo, her 5 heads now moving in a synchronized, deadly ballet of destruction. She unleashes a spiraling vortex of fire and ice, a maelstrom that tears through the airborne attackers now. Lightning bolts intertwine with corrosive acid streams, creating explosive, volatile reactions across the field. The rift heart screams with power, its light now, a blinding, unstable beacon in the heart of the storm now. The feedback loop becomes agonizing, a searing pain that threatens to overwhelm Tiamat's divine, ancient mind. Her vision blurs for a fleeting moment, the sheer magnitude of amplified power almost too much to bear now. Yet, she refuses to break her connection, her will a steel anchor in the storm of reality-bending energy. The ground trembles violently, fissures opening, spewing forth magma and distorted, ancient, unholy energies. The Sky Citadel itself groans, its obsidian walls cracking under the relentless assault and her amplified defense. Tiamat focuses her shadowhead, drawing in the very light of the Riftspawn, weakening their unnatural glow. The frosthead unleashes a blizzard of razor-sharp ice shards, tearing through their ranks with brutal, cold force. The firehead roars, a continuous inferno that pushes back the relentless tide of climbing. Alien horrors now. The lightning head strikes the largest, most resilient Riftspawn, shattering their carapaces with explosive impacts. The acid head creates pools of dissolving, green liquid, trapping and consuming swaths of the advancing enemy now. The rift heart pulses erratically, its light flickering, threatening to destabilize under the immense, conflicting pressures. Tiamat's body aches, every scale a point of intense, burning sensation. Her divine energy dangerously depleted now. A faint, unsettling whisper seems to emanate from the heart, a fleeting sound lost amidst the chaos of battle. She dismisses it as a byproduct of the strain, focusing solely on repelling the ceaseless, coordinated alien attack. The Riftspawn are beginning to retreat, their coordinated efforts faltering under Tiamat's overwhelming, divine might. Their movements become less synchronized, more desperate, as their numbers dwindle under her relentless assault. One colossal Riftspawn, with multiple glowing eyes, attempts a final, desperate lunge toward the Citadel's base. Tiamat's acid head unleashes a concentrated, potent stream melting its face before it can even touch her walls. The creature collapses, a smoking, dissolving ruin, its last, gurgling cries echoing in the now thinning air. The remaining Riftspawn turn, a silent, unified decision, retreating into the swirling mists from whence they came. They vanish as quickly as they appeared, leaving behind a battlefield scarred by elemental fury and alien death now. Tiamat lowers her heads, her colossal body heaving, the immense exertion evident in her strained, divine form. The cracks on her scales deepen slightly, glowing with a faint, internal, painful, ethereal light now. The rift heart's violent throbbing subsides, returning to its previous, rhythmic, powerful, consistent pulse. Its light, though still vibrant, is calmer now, no longer fluctuating with the chaotic intensity of battle's rage. She stares at the retreating forms, a lingering suspicion in her ancient, calculating, predatory eyes now. This was more than a random attack. It felt directed, intelligent, a probe of her formidable, new defenses. The overmind, she muses, grows bolder, its influence reaching further into a newly claimed, sacred territory. Tiamat flexes her claws, testing the residual pain, confirming the cost of wielding such amplified, cosmic power. The Hod had given her strength, but it had also pushed her to the very brink of her divine endurance now. She reasserts her full control, channeling her will into the crystal, solidifying her bond with the Nexus. The remaining storm clouds dissipate, revealing a sky still bruised, but now devoid of immediate, alien threats. The air clears, carrying the acrid scent of ozone and dissolved flesh, a grim reminder of the recent conflict. Tiamat surveys her domain, the Sky Citadel standing tall, a testament to her enduring, unmatched, divine power. The kneeling supplicants below slowly begin to stir, their fearful eyes rising to their victorious, awesome goddess. A collective sigh of relief, deep and profound, washes over the battered, grateful, trembling populace now. She feels their awe, their renewed fear, their unwavering subservience, a potent fuel for her dark ambition. The heart hums, a low, contented thrum, now fully synchronized with her formidable, dominating, cosmic will. She closes her eyes for a moment, savoring the profound, intoxicating taste of absolute, divine control now. Her mind replays the battle, analyzing every move, every counter, every nuance of the Rift Heart's power now. The whispers return, faint yet insistent, a barely perceptible murmur emanating directly from the pulsing heart. This time, the sound is clearer, distinct from the echoes of battle, a soft, ethereal, unsettling chorus now. Tiamat's immense body steepens her 5 heads raising in unison, their attention fully drawn to the heart now. The whispers grow, a soft, harmonious hum, yet carrying an undertone of ancient, unknowable, cosmic dread. It is not her voice, not a reflection of her thoughts, but something else entirely, speaking from within the Nexus. The language is alien, guttural yet melodic, a symphony of forgotten, primordial, unsettling, dark secrets. She tries to decipher it, her ancient mind sifting through the torrent of unfamiliar, potent, strange sounds. The whispers seem to coil around her, a serpentine embrace of incomprehensible, yet sentient, raw energy now. A cold dread, unfamiliar to the goddess, begins to creep into her heart, a chilling, profound, unsettling sensation. The Rift Heart, her tool, her source of power, now seems to possess a will beyond her immediate, full control. Its pulse remains steady, yet the internal hum now carries a new, unsettling, profound, resonant frequency. Tiamat retracts her elemental streams slightly, testing the heart's response, a cautious, probing, divine action. The whispers continue, seemingly unaffected by her subtle withdrawal, their presence now undeniable and strong. Her scales, still bearing faint cracks, seem to vibrate slightly in resonance with the heart's strange, new song. A flicker of primal fear, deep-seated and ancient, touches her divine consciousness for the first time now. She had sought control, dominion over reality, but had she awakened something far older, far more powerful? The rift heart glows with a subtle, inner light, reflecting Tiamat's wary, uncertain, questioning gaze now. The chorus of whispers intensifies, a rising crescendo of unintelligible, yet clearly sentient, cosmic voices. It feels like 1,000 minds speaking at once, yet somehow perfectly synchronized, a unified, alien entity. Tiamat's firehead lets out a low, warning growl, a challenge to the unseen, unhurried. Speaking intelligence now, the whispers do not cease. Instead, they seem to respond, a subtle shift in their rhythmic, unsettling cadence. The Shadowhead attempts to absorb the sound, to silence the intrusion, but it passes through, unaffected now. The Frosthead exhales a chilling mist, a defensive reflex, but the ethereal voices remain warm, strangely vibrant. The Lightning Head sparks, an involuntary discharge of raw power, a manifestation of her growing inner tension. The Acid Head drips with venom, a sign of her unease, her frustration at this unexpected, silent defiance. This entity, whatever it is, communicates without words, purely through resonance, through raw, vibrating energy. It is a silent dialogue, a clash of wills between the ancient goddess and the emergent, sentient heart. Now, Tiamat pushes her control again, a forceful surge of divine will directed into the crystal's shimmering core. The heart resists, subtly but firmly, its internal whispers growing louder, more insistent, more profound now. A shiver runs down Tiamat's immense spine, a realization dawning in her ancient, strategic, divine mind now. The Rift Hut is not merely an artifact, it is a living entity, an intelligence trapped within the crystal now. Perhaps it is a fragment of the Overmind itself, or something even older, something entirely unknown and vast. The air around the heart grows heavy, charged with unspoken questions, with ancient, cosmic, profound answers. Tiamat stares her 5 heads unblinking, utterly captivated by the profound, unsettling revelation now. The whispers now seem to form fleeting images in her mind, baggy concepts, fragments of forgotten, cosmic truth. She sees glimpses of shattered worlds, of endless void, of forces beyond her current, immense, divine comprehension. The connection she sought, the dominion she craved, now feels like a dangerous, double-edged, cosmic blade. Had she merely replaced one master with another, or worse, become a conduit for something truly ancient now? The heart pulses, its light now infused with a knowing, subtle, unsettling, silent intelligence, watching her. The chorus of voices grows to a deafening, internal roar. Yet externally, it remains a haunting, soft whisper. Tiamat closes her eyes, trying to block out the intrusive, alien, overwhelming, cosmic cacophony now. But the whispers are inside her mind, echoing through the very core of her divine, ancient consciousness now. She tries to sever the connection, to break the link she had so carefully, powerfully, meticulously forged. The heart resists, its hold on her now as strong as her initial grip on its raw, untamed, cosmic power. A silent battle of wills unfolds, a profound struggle between goddess and sentient crystal. High above the world, the sky above the citadel begins to churn, responding to the unseen, immense, cosmic, internal conflict. Now, lightning crackles without thunder, frost forms without cold, shadows deepen without any light source now. The supplicants below cower, sensing the shift. The new, unsettling, profound, invisible, power struggle above. They see only their goddess, poised and formidable, but they feel the ripple of an unknown, greater force now. Tiamat lets out a silent, internal roar of defiance, refusing to surrender her hard-won cosmic autonomy. The whispers grow insistent, almost commanding, their alien presence demanding her full, undivided attention. She feels a gentle, yet firm, pull on her consciousness, drawing her deeper into the heart's crystalline depths. The visions intensify, showing her not just broken worlds, but the true enemy, its purpose, its dark intent. The heart reveals glimpses of a grander design, a cosmic tapestry woven with threads of destruction and rebirth. It shows her the Riftspawn over mind, not as a separate entity, but as an extension of this same, vast, ancient will. Tiamat sees herself, Titan Rex, old kaiju, as mere pawns in a game far older, far more complex than she imagined. A cold, intellectual rage flares within her, mingled with the chilling, unsettling, profound realization now. She had sought to rule, to conquer, but now she questions if she was merely being guided, manipulated, used. The whispers now seem to convey a question, a profound query directed solely at her divine, ancient, cosmic mind. Are you with us, they seem to ask, or are you merely another obstacle to our final, ultimate, cosmic purpose? Tiamat opens her eyes, her 5 heads now filled with a new, complex, profound, unsettling understanding. The rift heart pulses before her, no longer a mere tool, but a sentient entity, a silent, cosmic interrogator. Its light seems to penetrate her very soul, exposing her ambitions, her fears, her every divine, hidden thought. The whispers subside slightly, awaiting her response, a profound, silent, cosmic ultimatum. Now given, she looks at the vast, broken world below, now seeming smaller, insignificant in the face of this new, cosmic scale. Her Sky Citadel, once a symbol of absolute power, now feels like a fragile, temporary, insignificant perch now. They overmine the Riftspawn, the true enemy, all connected, all part of a single, vast, ancient, cosmic consciousness. And now, through the rift heart, that consciousness speaks directly to her, demanding her allegiance, her choice. Tiamat's immense body trembles, not from exertion, but from the profound, terrifying, cosmic weight of this moment. Her 5 heads slowly, almost imperceptibly, turn toward one another, seeking counsel from her own fragmented will. The fire head burns with defiance, the ice head shimmers with cold calculation, the lightning head crackles with raw fury, the acid head drips with corrosive uncertainty, while the shadow head contemplates the profound, dark implications now. She stands at a precipice, a choice laid bare before her. Fight this new, cosmic intelligence, or join its ancient, vast purpose. The whispers begin again, softer this time, more persuasive, weaving a tapestry of shared power and ultimate dominion. They promise her control, not just over a heart, but over the very fabric of the multiverse. If she complies now, Tiamat looks at the heart, its light now a mesmerizing, hypnotic glow, drawing her deeper into its cosmic embrace. The fear is still there, but now it is mingled with a powerful, intoxicating, dangerous curiosity. A dark azure. What secrets does this sentient crystal hold? What ultimate power could it truly bestow upon her willing, divine self? Her decision hangs in the balance, poised between submission and outright, defiant, cosmic warfare now. The whispers swell, a final, compelling invitation, echoing through her very being, demanding an answer now. Tiamat takes a deep, shuddering breath, her ancient, powerful, divine will facing its most profound, ultimate test.